Now, the vast majority of defensive handguns are semi-automatic without a doubt, but revolvers never truly disappeared from concealed carry. There's something about the durability and the ease of use that comes along with the revolver that draws a lot of people to it. And while there are undoubtable benefits of a semi-automatic over a revolver, the revolver has some advantages over a semi-automatic in certain situations. Think about extreme close quarters when you're pressing that gun up against your attacker or an object. With the semi-automatic, you have to be wary about the slide coming out of battery. Pushing it too hard, slide moving out of battery, you can't take that shot. With the revolver, you don't need to worry about that, right? There's no slide reciprocating or anything. Also, you can shoot a revolver from inside your jacket, inside a pocket, underneath a shirt, and not worry about casings not being ejected properly and causing malfunction. So in certain circumstances, I would argue that a revolver is beneficial or has some positives, but overall, they're not as popular for a primary everyday carry gun. While certainly people do, they're very popular in backup guns or hideaway guns, just like I said, because they are a very durable gun and easy to use. There's no magazine to insert, slide to rack, or anything. You load it up and it's ready to go. So Ruger has a line of revolvers designed around everyday carry. And it is the LCR, lightweight compact revolver line. This one is 38 Special Plus P. They run them from 22 up to 357, or the whole gamut in between, but designed specifically around concealed carry. This has a shrouded hammer, less likely to get caught up on things. It's lightweight, it is small, so preferable for concealed carry. Now, while this isn't my everyday carry gun, it does have some applications as far as if I'm going to be out doing yard work around the home without a shirt, or walking the dog or something like that, mowing the lawn. I can throw this into a cargo pocket in my shorts and not worry about somebody seeing my firearm, because it's traditionally IWB. So they do have application, right? So the L in LCR stands for lightweight, and this gun is certainly lightweight. It's 13.5 ounces, which is extraordinarily light. It's accomplished by making this frame portion out of high-grade aluminum, and this portion down here, where it holds the trigger group and all that, is polymer. So you put those two lightweight materials together, you get a lightweight gun, much lighter than a steel gun. They also fluted or removed a lot of the material on this cylinder, and what that does is it just leaves the bare minimum of what's necessary to keep that gun, that cylinder intact, and it makes the gun lighter. The thing about revolvers is that you feel a lot of that recoil. There's no recoil spring that's absorbing some of that recoil. There's not a lot of mass in a lightweight revolver, so that recoil goes right into your hand, your grip, your arm, and that's how you're mitigating or fighting that recoil. The thing about this revolver is that even though it's very light, and even in 38 Special Plus P, there's a little bit of a kick, but this grip is called the Hogue Tamer grip, T-A-M-E-R, is very nice. It's a rubbery, tacky feeling grip with a portion right here that's almost like an air insole in your shoes. It's a different feeling. It almost feels like there's an air pocket back there. And all that with this granulated rubbery feel does wonders for your grip. It's a tacky rubber. It's not slick or anything like that. Now, while it doesn't look pretty, and you might be tempted to throw on nice wood grips, checkered, G10 grips or something, I would stick with these. One downside to this grip that I found is that while the gun size and weight and everything carry very well, the texture, the grippiness of this grip, when you're drawing it out of your pocket, has a tendency to grab onto the material. So not something that's insurmountable, but it's certainly something that you should be aware of. I mentioned this is a great gun for a pocket carry because it is so small, and it really is. The barrel is only 1.87 inches in total length. It's only 6.5 inches from front to back and 4.5 height. So very, very compact gun. An important consideration for your everyday carry gun are the sights on it, and the factory sights on the LCR are not great. The rear sight is just this gutter notch right there, if you can see that, and the front sight is just this black ramp. Nothing, nothing special about it. It is serrated, so it kind of absorbs and doesn't reflect a lot of that light. But overall, they are not the greatest sights. Now, I can still keep, you know, a 4 or 5 inch group at 25 yards. So not saying that you can't shoot this gun well, just the sights aren't as great as they could be. On the upside, the front sight is removable, so you can punch out that roll pin, get an aftermarket sight, fiber optic sight or something that you liked, and install it and you're in business. There's been some negative opinions about this trigger, and it has to do with how it resets. So let me show you real quick. Typically you pull the trigger, release it all the way, pull it again. That's how it resets, all the way out. The issue is that there's a little hiccup before it totally resets. So let me show you. Pull the trigger, I'm gonna let it out slowly, listen for a click. Right there. Now you would think that the trigger is reset. However, I'm pulling the trigger and the cylinder turned, but it did not fire. Okay? So for me to be able to fire the next round, I would have to fully release the trigger and now fire. That's all well and good. I can do that. The problem is it's just skipped over a live round. So now I have a capacity of 5, it's just gone down to 4, which is not ideal. I have to go all the way around to get to that live round again. That's the issue that a lot of people have with the trigger. To be honest, I've short stroked the trigger as far as not letting it fully reset several times when I'm trying to shoot this gun quickly. I will say, however, that it is definitely due to a shifting of shooting a semi-automatic with a very light reset or very short reset and going right over to a wheel gun that has a real long reset. And so I find that if I'm shooting this gun for the whole day, towards the end of the day, I can shoot it very quickly without short stroking it. Now you definitely want a durable gun for an everyday carry gun or a defensive gun, right? And this thing, through 3,000 rounds or so, I have not had a single malfunction other than the user-induced malfunctions by me short stroking the trigger. It has just been extremely reliable. It is very durable as far as like the finish and the components. There is nothing that's been scratched or bent or loosened up over time. I don't baby this thing. I abuse the heck out of it, and it still continues to run. So really, really durable. I would say it's very reliable. I know that there has been a history with LCRs and in certain calibers that say they're not reliable or they're having issues. I have not experienced that with this gun at all. LCR as a defensive gun, definitely viable as a backup gun or a hideout gun. Reliable, durable, will last, continues to shoot, comes in a variety of calibers. So check out the link in the video, and that will take you to the full written review on concealedcarry.com. So check it out and let me know what you think about your LCRs.